hello, what's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to you all. Good to see ya. Good to, wait for it, see ya. What is up, Elda Melore? Zerus Autumnshank. Birds. Autumn, how are you today? Bennymon, good to see you. Welcome back. Unfranco. Buffalo Phil, welcome. Now I was curious about FLCC because that's like upstate New York stuff, and I definitely had lots of friends. I went to FLCC at one point, and lots of Canandaigua friends back in the day. So I wonder. That just like sparked my curiosity because like, do I actually like know you in person? But interesting. Just FLCC is like a really random local community college that that no one would know unless you're from upstate New York. Like, there's no reason anyone would know what FLCC is. Mr. Foxpaw, it's good to see you. Elcours, Thomas Flat, how are you? Bashful Archon, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is ready to have some fun. We are historicing tonight and probably talking more about Zendikar Rising because this set, I think this set is bonkers. I think it is so bonkers. Doug, Dan Wildfire for the 22nd month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. How excited am I for Crucible of Panharmonicon? That card's sweet. This is one of the sweetest cards from the set. Another take on Panharmonicon. While I hate Wizards doubling up mana, I really love them doubling up triggers. This is probably moved to the top of my list of cards I'm most excited to play. Ancient Greenhorn is just so sweet. Get to play lands from the graveyard and double up their triggers. Any land triggering anything, which there's got to be some sweet shenanigans. I got to do like top 10 shenanigans with Ancient Greenhorn. Did I see the new 5-mana artifact? What one? The colorless one? The colorless mana doubler one? It's fine. I mean, it's narrow. That one doesn't actually bother me, really, because it's so narrow that I feel like not many decks are going to be able to take advantage of it. But let's see some spoilers. So, yeah, this set, I think this set's insane. I know people have been like... Some people have been down on it. I've heard some people say it's bad. I think it really comes down to how you rate these flip lands. I think they're insane. Other people do not seem as high on them. And I think that is like what's going to determine how good the set is. We'll see. I think it's absolutely bonkers. I think the set is off the chart bad. How long before Earl's banned? Hopefully soon, but I don't know. They didn't ban it when they could have a few weeks ago, so I'm guessing it's not on the top of their list. DK Mona, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Rogues is one of the big reasons I'd like to see Uro banned. Like, rogues seem like such a sweet tribe. The problem is, the thing the tribe does is mill your opponent's cards, which is just like helping your opponent Uro, so I feel like, they line up so awkwardly with Uro. And then you like do all this work to mill your opponent's cards, and then you mill the Uro, then they escape the Uro and get all the cards out of the graveyard, and you're back to like square one. So I feel like that is one of the reasons I would like to see Uro out of here. I'm excited for Grade to have a powerful but not broken mythic. I mean, the Flip Mythic's really good. I would argue that might be broken. Well, I mean, broken in a weird way. In a way that, like, since the opportunity cost is so low. Is it broken like Oko, where it's gonna, like, be obviously miserable on turn 2 all the time? Not broken in that way, but I think it is incredibly powerful. I think it's one of the best. I think green and black are the two that I'm highest on, especially for older formats. So what do you think, chat? What are you thinking about Zendikar? Did I underrate Kazandu Mammoth? I know I was pretty harsh. This was a card I think it was harshest on in today's spoiler video on the YouTube channel. So Kazandu Mammoth, it feels really bad to me, but maybe because it's a land, it's good. It's a 3/3 for 3. That's so not exciting. But anyway, we're playing Magic today. We have a couple different decks that we're potentially playing. One is I've been messing around. Hey, what's up, Babs? How are you? One is I've been messing around with Historic Yarok, so I might do some Yaroking, tuning of Yarok. The other deck that I have is a Jund deck. This is like Jund, like modern Jund. Traditional, try to 2-for-1 you. Exactly, like if you're going to try to take modern Jund and make it work in Historic, that's basically what this deck is trying to do. A bunch of 2-for-1s, adventure creatures, Merfolk Branchwalkers. You got Oozes, you got some Chevelles, you got some Liliana Waker of the Dead, which was the main reason I wanted to play the deck because I love Liliana and it's so insane. So we got some Jund action as well. And then someone sent me this weird, I don't know if we'll get to it or not, but someone emailed me this, let me see if I can find the deck. emailed me this reanimation deck that was pretty spicy that we might try. It is, let's see, Zombie Juke by Nosh, I think it was, a streamer that I'm not familiar with. But the idea is actually kind of cute. So the idea is you like, in game one, you fill your graveyard, you reanimate Scholar to reanimate Rise of the Dark Realms, to reanimate everything, hopefully a bunch of Terror of the Peaks, win the game with Terror of the Peaks when it comes into play. Then, in game two, when people bring in their graveyard hate, you do the Zombie Juke, where you take out all your reanimation stuff, and the sideboard is literally all zombie stuff. Lazotep Reaver, 2 Lords, a Grey Burchet. So you bring out all the graveyard stuff, and then you're like a close to mono black zombie tribal deck in game 2, and no one is going to expect the Zombie Juke. Hey, what's up, Max Rebo? How are you? Happy Thursday. Thursday. It's been a long spoiler season. I'm actually I'm probably going to be a little loopy tonight. I will warn you now. I'm pretty tired. It's been a busy spoiler season, so if I'm a little loopy, you know why. Yeah, so we might try some Zombie Juki as well. What about Teferi's Ageless Insight and new Jace's draw ability? Ooh, yeah, that definitely seems sweet. Yeah, it's not Thursday. I know. The days all blend together during spoiler season. I made a Cartouche trial deck. Ooh, that sounds sweet. So anyway, yeah, so I think, spoiler-wise, I don't know when we're getting the full set. Today was the last full day of spoilers. We'll have a spoiler video tomorrow. Tomorrow we should get the Commander decks. I would guess maybe we'll get the full set on Thursday, and then they're doing the Mythic Invitational starting on Friday. Commander Labs, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, Scoop Swarm is one of the cards I can't wait to build her out. Like, I don't even want to try to win with Scoop Swarm. All I want to do is try and make is enough to crash Arena. Like, that's it. That is all I'm trying to do with that card. Like, if we win, that's a bonus. Also, someone pointed out to me, and I hadn't thought about this, you can go even crazier with Mutate. If you mutate onto it, every land's going to copy the whole Mutate pile. So maybe we go, like, ultra janky Mutate Scoop Swarm and just like go crazy. How's my Tuesday? It's going well, Jay the Mind Sculptor. How was yours? So anyway, let's do our reminders, start playing some Magic, get you some of these sweet decks, and then we talk about Zendikar Rising, we talk about Mythic Invitational, Minotaurs we will probably revisit once we get some of the new stuff from Zendikar Rising. What's the best thing to mutate onto? Probably Scoop Swarm now. I mean, that's the funniest thing to mutate onto. As far as winning, probably something with Hexproof, I guess. Or just, I guess any cheap thing is kind of fine, but Hexproof is definitely ideal. Yeah, we'll have to do Panharmonicon Tribal. We have Panharmonicon, we got Yarok, we got Landharmonicon. We'll have to do Panharmonicon Tribal. I wish they would add Panharmonicon to Arena, but Modern maybe or Pioneer or something. Jonathan Snow, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I am pretty good guy that watches. How are you? Good to see you. What do you think of this? Actually strong. All right, so quick reminders. Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, of course, daily spoilers continuing throughout the week. Then we'll have top 10 videos on top of all the normal stuff. Tomorrow's Against Odds is fun. Spawn Sire Vulabog is a card that I've wanted to play for a long time. It's always come in second in polls. Whenever I put it on, it comes in second. Like, it's popular, but never has quite gotten through. So tomorrow, it finally won last week. So tomorrow we get to Spawn Sire Vulabog in Modern. And, oh man, I think, I will say, and we've played a lot of crazy decks and done a lot of crazy things. I think the turns that the Spawn Sire deck can make are the best, like, probably the best turns you can have. Like, really, they are so insane what it can do when it goes off. Kid Kuzi, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Otherwise, a reminder that I'm hyped for Standard too. A little worried about Uro still, but in general, I'm definitely hyped for it. And I think Zendikar Rising is going to be really fun and really powerful. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And maybe you need to pre-order some Zendikar Rising or, I don't know, get some other stuff. They got you covered. You can pre-order Zendikar Rising now at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they will hook you up. Otherwise, are we doing it in a way not using infinite mana? So, okay. Are we doing it in a way not using infinite mana? So, I'm going to say no, but the primary way they were making infinite mana, involves Spawn Sire of Ulamog. We're using Spawn Sire of Ulamog to make infinite mana, so I think that that's fair. There is another backup combo in the deck that can also make infinite mana. It's not a real like common one like Vizier or Druid or anything like that, but the main combo is we can actually use Spawn Sire if we get... Okay, figure this out, chat. It's a good question for you. How do you make infinite mana with Spawn Sire of Ulamog? Spawn Sire of Ulamog. This will be a good test. How would you... So you gotta get to 20 mana, so you're familiar with it. Spawn Sire of Ulamog. 10 mana to cast. Eldrazi Annihilator 1. 4 mana to make 2 spawn tokens that you can sacrifice to make mana. 20 mana, cast any number of Eldrazi you own from outside the game. How do you infinite with it? What is the easiest way to do it? No, it goes directly infinite with Spawn Sire of Ulamog. Like, Spawn Sire of Ulamog is one of our infinite mana combo pieces. We're not making infinite mana with, like, Devoted Druid and then using Spawn Sire. We're actually using Spawn Sire. Yeah, you're heading in the right direction. Yeah, reducing the cost. If you can get the cost down to 1, which needs, like, 2 Training Grounds / Zertas / Biomancer's Familiar, then you get to make infinite spawn tokens, which unfortunately can't kill anyone, but the good news is the Eldrazi from outside the game definitely can get the job done. Hey, what's up, Sam Fisher? How are you? Otherwise, the Discord is new and improved. Check it out if you're interested. The merch page has tokens, t-shirts, playbets, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. Yeah, we might be Zerta-ing, but the deck is actually sweet. We're a little bit on the dark side, too. I mean, our stuff's really expensive, so... There might be Tron lands involved also, but we might be a Tron deck that is also casting Biomancer's Familiar and Zertas, so... coming tomorrow for Against the Odds. Oh, Mythic Invitational's Thursday? Maybe we get the full set. I thought it was just 3 days. All right. Oh, maybe we get the full set tomorrow then. It's possible. After the Commander spoilers. Can you explain why Zendikar will be so strong? Just not seeing it so far. Let's talk about the deck and start playing Magic. And then we will talk about Zendikar being strong. But the short answer is, hey, thank you, Autumn. I'll be looking for it. The short answer is, I think the flip lands are insane. Like, I think people are, like, people are massively underrating them. I think they are, like, game-changing. I think they are... close to companions, like that sort of impact. As far as standard and specific, I don't think they will have as big of an impact in like legacy or vintage as companions did, but as far as like standard and historic and probably pioneer to modern to a lesser extent, I think they are as impactful as companions. Like, I think this just changes everything. This is a game changer with how you build decks, with how Magic is played. So that's my biggest reason that I think it's insane. Anyway, all right, we're starting off with Historic Yarok, which this is just a deck I really enjoy playing. So we got Yarok. It's our Vandermonicon. It doubles Enter the Battlefield triggers. And now we just got a bunch of card draw, sweet cards that I like casting. So in the early game ramp, we have a new addition in Wall of Blossoms from Jumpstart is a wall that draws us cards or 2 cards with Yarok. We get some Baron action to maybe pick up our own stuff, bounce our opponent's stuff for 2 things. Land of War Visionary, perfect ramp card for a Yarok deck because it's a card draw, an EDB creature, and a ramp spell that gets us to Yarok. Risen Reef, of course, for more card draw. Gontes to steal our opponent's stuff. Ravenous Chupacabra to kill stuff. Hostage Shaker to steal stuff. Thragtusk, Swag Daddy, is here to gain his life and makes a beast. A Yarion for mass plaking. Hornet Queen on the top end, which I spent my very last Mythic Wild card on, so it better be good. Massacre Worm for the goblins. Sideboard, a bunch of discard, mostly counter spells. And that's what we're starting with. No Thassa or Neoform. Not currently. So one thing I am really interested in this deck, but I don't know exactly how to make it work, is I would really like to be Emil. I think Emil would be really sweet in this deck. The problem is the mana. So I think to play Emil, I think what we'd have to do is be like a Bant deck, essentially, which means losing probably Gonti. Maybe we could be Abzan. Maybe we could be an Abzan deck and come back on like the Barons and just splash blue primarily for Yarok. That might be possible because I think Emil would be really sweet in the deck. But yeah, we're still working on it. Which Mythic modal double face card do you think is the most powerful? I think the green one will see the most play across formats. I think the green one will be a modern staple. because of Amulet Titan decks and see play in other formats. I think the black one is probably the next most playable across formats. And then after that, like white, blue, and red, I think those are all like standard all-stars, maybe historic and pioneer all-stars. But I think they're going to be like less heavily played in older formats. Did you get my email with my budget commander deck? Yes, Doug, the one about content stuff. Yeah, I got it. I haven't got a chance. Spoiler season is like just ridiculous for me. I haven't got a chance to really like dig into it yet, but yes, I did. I did get it. I wanted to give it a good read over and do it justice, so I will. I promise. In the not super distant future, but. Spoiler season, everything just kind of grinds to a halt during spoiler season for daily spoilers. The daily spoilers, I probably spend, depending on the day, like the big early days especially, like sometimes maybe 6 hours. And then on the shorter days, maybe like 4 hours doing daily spoilers. So it just ends up being a huge extra amount of stuff that I am not, on top of doing most of the normal stuff too. But yeah, I'll get for it. Hey, have a good dinner, Doug. Spoiler season, I mean, I enjoy it though. Like that, talking about new Magic cards is one of the best parts of all Magic. Which flip ones are better than the Eldraine Castles? And thoughts on 6 CMC Yarok in the Jund deck? 6 CMC Yarok, it is powerful. It is expensive. We don't really have any ramp in the Jund deck, so I think it'd be good. The question is probably like, ooh, Wall of Blossoms. The question is probably, can we actually get it on the battlefield in a timely manner? There's a lot of aggro. I think we probably should expect to play goblins and sacrifice most often with some control mixed in. So I think that's the question, is can we get it down in time? I was wondering if you're planning on updating some of your older deck techs. I love Modern Miracles, but it was released before Jason Mind Sculptor was unbanned. Do you think about going back and updating them? Yes. So I have been slowly, especially for like budget Magic decks. We've done a little bit with Much Brew decks, but yeah, that's something that that I plan on doing more and more of in between release periods. So I'm sure we'll get to Modern Miracles at some point. What do you think it's worth it to craft Triomes? I would say yes if you're gonna play Standard. I think they're like lower priority for Historic, although they'll still see play in Historic. But for Standard, I think they are super necessary. Mayhem Devil or Priest? Let's bounce Mayhem Devil. That Mayhem Devil's gonna wreck our Risen Reefs, which is sad. So, why do you think the Mythic lands are better than the castles? I mean, castles are strong as well, but the Mythic lands have even more potential to impact the game, I think. Opponent. Passing. Well, more Wall of Blossoms. Draw a card. Like, the castles are very strong, but they're not, like, legitimate finishers that can just win the game on their own. I do watch basketball. Well, a little bit. I don't watch it. I like basketball, and I follow it. I don't actually get to watch the games as much as I would like, but... And, I mean, I think they're both good. Like, I don't think it's a... Oh, boy, opponent's going off. Going off. Opponent passes. Well, ouch. Thragtusk gained back some life. If our opponent can play... Oh, boy, this Massacre Worm might be good. If our opponent can play Bolus the Citadel, we're in all kinds of trouble. Wow, they didn't even sack. All right. Come on, Worm. Come on, Massacre Worm. Opponent plays a land. The Worm gets rid of everything but the Mayhem Devil. All right, opponent grabs Jengatha. All right. Worm you? It's a massacre. It is a real massacre. Oh, Massacre Worm's so insane. And it's even better with Yarok doubling it up. Do you watch basketball? Accelerus? Jund has been playing the 5-mana dragon instead of Citadel lately. I guess makes some sense. I always thought Citadel was like the best card in that deck, though. The sacrifice deck without Citadel doesn't really scare me that much. Like, how are they going to recover from? I mean, I guess they're going to deal a lot of damage here, but how are they going to recover from just getting their board wrath by this worm? So we go to 15. We get pinged a bunch. Opponent gains a bunch of life. Our Thragtus dies. We get the token. We sacrifice a wall. Opponent draws a card, makes a mana, and now they finally get massacred. Castle's probably more value as the game goes through, though, it seems. I mean, you can just play both, right? Like, I feel like you can just play both. I feel like you're just going to play less and less real lands. Especially in, like, 1 or 2 color decks. I imagine you can play, in Standard, like, the new... So you'll have... Let's say you're playing a 2 color deck. What are we going to have in Standard? Yeah, Wall of Blossoms was added in Jumpstart. And it's actually, like, perfect for Panharmonicon decks. But let's say you're playing a 2 color deck. We'll have the new flip lands. The rare dual land cycle. So those will probably be played. We'll have Triomes, which lose a little value in 2 color decks. A bunch of uncommon options. We're not going to have Shocklands anymore. So I feel like there's plenty of room for... well, let's Risen Reef. I feel like there's plenty of room for decks to play castles and to play the new lands. Get a land. Where's our Yarok? We could use a Yarok. Well, Risen Reef. If you want to sack your 5-drop to kill a Risen Reef, I guess we're okay with that. How come no Thassa? Wow! Oh my goodness! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Alright, well, we get... Oh, there's Yarok. Okay. Play the land. They sacked a Jigotha to kill a Risen Reef. I wonder how Life for the Loam would work in Historic. I mean, I think it'd be powerful. We have cycling lands. Opponent has Midnight Reaper. I mean, I am a little nervous. We're at 9, and they do have quite a bit of sacrifice. Ooh, that's good. Then get rid of Mayhem Devil. 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's just Hostage Taker. Get rid of the Mayhem Devil. That was the one thing that was giving us trouble. Hey, what's up, Nidong? How are you? Yeah, Mayhem Devil. That has got to go. Opponent. No, I'm not a Knicks fan. Actually, I guess the team I follow most kind of sucks too. I've been a 76ers fan for the last while. I really like analytics, so the whole process thing got me. The whole process thing and Michael Carter-Williams played at Syracuse, and I follow Syracuse basketball. So Michael Carter-Williams was like the first-round draft pick, I think, of the process. So yeah, I found that very intriguing, and it makes me very sad that they've messed it up so much. Like, they totally, they should be really good, but they didn't. You gotta believe the numbers. You gotta stick with the analytics, and they gave up too soon, or they would be, like, so good right now. Kira Ashmore for the 42nd month. The answer to life and the universe and everything is apparently big in this stream. Hope you're enjoying this spoiler season. Is there anything that stands out? Ooh, Kara, well, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 42nd month. Big soup cheer for you. I think for me the big one is, do we even shock ourselves? Go to combat. Do some attacking. Get in at ya. Opponent. You gonna block? The lands are the big one that sticks out for me. 76ers did a good job with analytics for the most part, but their health has failed them, and Embiid and Simmons have just had health inconsistencies. Yeah, well, and they fired their GM and hired, now it's been 2 new GMs, and the new ones have burned through all of the awesome process assets, doing very little, just like throwing them around, I don't know, like a, like, I don't even know. Like a drunken sailor or something. I I think that at some point you could upgrade the Magic Arena importing instructions with some newer pictures. Ooh, that is a good idea. I will recommend that to Richard. What about the Mana Burn Dragon? So I think the Mana Burn Dragon is really sweet. I don't know how good it's going to be in Standard. It's one of those cards where if you untap with it, it's insane. If it dies right away, it's very much not insane. So I feel like it has roles, and you can do really cool things with it. Definitely going to see play in like Pioneer, maybe with infinite mana combos. But, oh geez, all right, opponent's still fighting the good fight. But in Standard, if it dies right away, nothing happens, which makes me a little scared. 5 and 5. All right, so play Yarok. We're gonna double up a Thragtusk. All right, Yarok. I mean, this should just win us the game. An opponent can't really sack too much with Massacre Worm out. The reverse aristocrat. Landermonicon is near the top of the list of cards I want to build around. Landermonicon, Scooch Swarm. I think is going to be really funny. I guess that's a lot of green cards this set. Ashaya is another one that I'm really excited for. Will there be a next Richard's Birds deck we play? Richard's destroying the meta with a budget deck. There is, from the very earliest days of the YouTube channel, there actually is one Richard episode about it. Cannot be the Yarok scoops it up. There's actually one Richard episode of Budget Magic. So next time Richard breaks the meta with a budget deck, I'm going to try to convince him to actually record it. Just kind of as a callback. I don't know how many people even know it's there. Like that was, I think the video, Richard posted it, and then there was like nothing on the YouTube for like 6 months, and then I started doing video content. Stunts next, but you can find it if you dig back. I think he also went like 5-0 with a budget deck or something. Richard is like sneakily good at Magic. I think, I don't know if it always comes through on like the podcast or Commander Clash, but Richard is actually pretty good. Stuxnet for the second month. Thank you for the kind words. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. And Karos, welcome you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, chat, what are you most excited about? Jeez. I feel like it was either mono black or mono red. I'll see if I can find it at some point. Oh, I think it was called Budget Magic. So I think we want Grafdigger's Cages. Grafdigger's Cage is in. Heartless Axe probably in. Ritual of Soot possibly in. Going down Gonti. Going down Hornet Queen. We can trim a Baron. We can trim a Risen Reef. And a Rockalypse. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. I think the new Avenger is really good. I think it's actually like a very strong card. I'm most excited for Keldheim. I bet we get multicolor gods. Yeah, Keldheim is one of the... I think it's a standard set I'm most excited for next year. I think Timefire Remastered and Modern Horizons 2 are number 1 and 2 for me. But standard-wise, Keldheim is the one I'm most excited for. Anyone who can... Oh, we better sideboard. Anyone who can win with Kithkin Tribal is outplaying everyone else at the table. That is very true. And Richard has done that multiple times. All right, let's try it like that. Aqueeze, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've submitted a sweet Lord of Tressorhorn list for Commander Clash. Ooh, I definitely will, Tiki Man. Lord of Tresor was a really neat commander. Heaves, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Ugh. That hand's not very good. We're gonna mulligan that. All right, this will keep. We will put Swag Dust to the bottom. I mean, Beards is the main reason I'm excited. Heaps, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Best hope I have for a Keldheim is Saga's Legendary Creature flip cards. Ooh. Yeah, I was actually wondering about that. How do you do more flip cards? Like, what does that look like? So land spells, that's pretty simple. That makes sense. But what do you have, like Artifact on one side, Enchantment on the other side? I'm trying to envision what more of these are like that are not involving lands. The guy that watches, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Shall I send you a mail with a reminder to upgrade the picture of MTGA import instructions? Yes, please do. And let's just shock ourselves, Risen Reef, spend our food, eat our food, I guess. M. Jacobs! Yeah, we'll take a land. Gotta get to this massacre worm. M. Jacobs, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. 20 months, that is insane. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a video of the best cards to craft from the new set and any tips for free-to-play players going into Zendikar. Ooh, aw, we wanted that. Yeah, so we normally do a top 10 list for all the major formats. So those will be coming up next week-ish. Hopefully next week. And then, so I think that would kind of double as the what to craft, especially the standard and historic ones. As far as free-to-play playing, how experienced, hey, what's up, Dogamith, how are you? As far as free-to-play playing, how much limited experience do you have? So I feel like limited is the way to go. Boy, hopefully they don't find a Cauldron familiar. Limited is the way to go. Are they going to sack it? Oh, sack that. Sack that Mayhem Devil. Sag it. All right, well. Would you like to sag it now? No. Double trigger. Risen Reef. Ooh, and a Hostage Shaker. That's a good one. And a land. That is also good. We're destroying this deck, and this is one of the better decks in Historic. Maybe Yarok is just actually good. I'm hoping they do creatures that flip into equipment when they die, leaving behind a piece of signature gear. That would be cool. Although I think they're all going to be these modal double face cards where you can play either side from your hand. If I'm understanding what they've said correctly, they're all going to be these modal double face cards rather than like traditional flip cards. So, when are you going to brew a landfall deck? Soon! It's almost time to start brewing. With all the spoiler stuff and daily spoilers, I don't actually brew that many decks during spoilers, but we're almost done with spoilers, and that's when I kind of shift gear into brewing. Hopefully we get the preview stream next week. I'm actually not sure. I haven't heard. I hope they still let us in. I guess we'll find out. Well, what do we do? So if we Hostage Shaker... Oh, that's probably good. Yeah, let's do that. Hostage Taker. Salt Priest! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yoink, yoink. Oh, got him! Opponent sags. Are you gonna sack your... They're gonna sack their board to save their witches' ovens? Wow, we're killing them! We're killing them! The Landfall deck, I really want to play in Modern. I think Modern Landfall is going to be sweet. Whoa! Kenji with the massive raid, 813. Goodness! Thank you so much, Numa. And welcome, Raiders. We're playing Yarok, of course. Wow, they sacked it and didn't even kill it? Oh, play Witch's Oven. Play Witch's Oven. We are eating this sacrifice deck up. Welcome, 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 Dog of Myth, heading out a bunch of gift subs to Nulatide, Gnaw, M5, and Coco's Homebrews, and McFly. Welcome y'all to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I'm super hyped for Zendikar Rising. I think, and Newmont with the gift sub. Oh my goodness. Holy gift subs. Tanos. It's been a minute. Tanos in the house with... Good Lord. Whoa. An opponent scoops it up. I don't know if I can read that many subs. Oh, there's so many. Tanos, you broke me. Too many subs to read. Wow. I don't even know much how many subs Tanos has donated now. I know it's over 1,000 altogether. Does it still keep track? 1, 2, 3, 7. 1,237 gift subs from Tanos. Thank you so much. And welcome, everyone. Raiders, subbers, gift subbers. Welcome, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Someone clip the name pronounce. Oh, boy. You must be new here. Name pronouncing is not one of my strengths. Oh, there's probably so many clips of me butchering names running around. Vacation starts Friday for a month. Whoa, a month vacation? That's a sweet gig. Oil Veritanos. All right, let's do that again. That went pretty spectacularly. Yep. Pronouncing things is overrated, as is pronouncing them. Hey, what's up, Recall? How are you? We need a montage of Seth butchering names. We had that Gets Odds Phonics video we did a while ago. It might be time for another one, an update. Oh, I meant to click Woodland Cemetery. I mean, it's only 2 life. Hopefully that's fine, but that's a bit of issue. Yeah, we should do another Against Odds Phonics. Unplayable rigged piece of blank product. Arena? You think Arena's rigged? I don't think Arena's rigged. Well, let's Gonti. The Thoughtseize seems good. Take the Thoughtseize. Pass the turn. Ooh, Thoughtseize can get rid of a Muxus. Hey, thank you, Decon Warrior. We're going to have Tanos' gift subs, and also Dogamiss, too. But they're just going to be splashing down for the next, like, half hour. You're terrible at names. I often think you might be dyslexic. I guess it's possible. I don't know how... I've never, like, been tested for being dyslexic or anything. Opponent has 1, 2, 3 mana. 4... I kind of just want to blink everything. Let's drown Catacombs. We blink everything. We're not going to get Muxus, right? How do we get Muxus? I guess if they have Phyrexian Tower, we get Muxus. I guess the safe... all right, let's do it. Let's play it safe. Let's Thoughtseize our opponent. Lands Krenko Snoop. So take Muxus. Hostage Taker. Take the Snoop. Get in with Gonti. I mean, this is working. Hey, thank you for the cheer, Witz Mahal. You always pronounce about half my name and then say mouse. Moderately a mouse. It looks a little bit like a mouse. It does. Anonymous looks a little like a mouse. What do you think of the actual mouse card? I think it's actually better than oh no. Mux. Well, now we have to do this. Oh, we don't have the mana. Oh no, we're gonna get muxed. Oh, that was... Huh. Yeah, we couldn't have Yarion anyway afterwards. No, we don't have the colors for Yarion. I was just assuming we did, but we fit all green black. You're right. That's bad news. So we're going to get muxed. And then we just hope we survive? Ew. Well, Llanowar Visionary, draw a card. Snoop. So we can play goblins off our deck. Alright, do we survive Muxus? Come on, bad Mux. Bad Mux! There's a tower. Sack the Matron. Spin it to win it Hearthstone style. We know there's a Krenko coming for free at least. Come on. We have seen Muxus whiff before. It's possible. We could also die right here if they have haste. Alright, that could have been worse. That could have been much worse. Oh, the haste was 1 card down. Well, we're still alive for the time being. Oh, choo-choo. Hello, everyone. Even a good one. You are wide enough, you should be okay. Gonti can kill Muxus. Yeah, we might be all right. The Lord's coming next turn. We can... Let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right, play this. Oh, we still don't have... This pinch on blue mana is driving me crazy. So we can't actually... Ugh. All right, 1, 2, 3. Cycle the Triome. Ooh, Hornet Queen's real good. We can also go wide. Yarion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blink 'em all, blink 'em all. I wanted 3 blues so we could play Risen Reef too, but everything returns. We get a food. We hostage take this Cranko. Hostage take the Cranko. Oh, this game's gonna get wild. Take. Are we gonna reverse Goblin them? We might have to. Let's take. We can play the Cranko and have 3 goblins. Can we just try to make as many goblins as our opponent? We might be able to. I mean, it's probably better than Thoughtseize, right? Yeah, alright. Yeah, take the War Chief. We're goblins too. Pass the turn. Oh, opponent. We need a Yarok. We haven't found Yarok. Opponent. What you gonna do? I assume they're gonna start making Cranko. Prospector off the top. I assume they're going to start making Cranko goblins at some point. Belarak and the Tunnel Rest. So many subs tonight, even outside of the gift subs. Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Big scoops here for you. It's going well, Belker. How are you? Thank you, thank you. And Pit Lord Grant for the 2nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for you. All right, so opponent's going to try to do a little mini combo. Although the goblins they have to sacrifice. Well, we'll see. Cranko's going to give them a lot of goblins and a lot of mana. So there's Cranko. Makes a bunch of goblins. Oh, next turn's going to make so many. So many to the point where I don't know if we can. Alright, opponent goes attacking. Sure. Well, we will eat some goblins. 1, 2. This is actually kind of good for us. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, we'll trade this noob. That's fine. Thanos with the gift sub to Crazy Man and NK Mitch. Welcome you to the Fishbowl. Thank you. It's sub night, apparently. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super here for you. Yeah, I know there's like some argument to trying to keep it for our Cranko, but opponent's gonna sack to cycle. Hit us to 12. I wish we could get rid of this Cranko. How do we beat this Cranko? So opponent's going to be able to make just an absurd 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. I don't even know if Hornet Queen keeps us alive. Is Hornet Queen even enough? I mean, we get Cranko, but we're only getting like 2 goblins, and our opponent's getting a ridiculous amount. So I feel like that's a losing line. Panharmonicon isn't on Arena. I would love to be playing it, but it's not on Arena at the moment. Well, I think we gotta dig for removal. Risen Reef. Put a land into play. Come on. Show us a Heartless Act. Risen Reef. Ooh, come on, deck. Be good, be good. Well, alright. Risen Reef. Double trigger. Come on. Come on. Give us that removal spell so we stay alive. Wall of Blossoms. Wall of Blossoms. Wall of Blossoms. One more shot? No. Play the land tapped. Play another Gilded Goose. Ooh, I think we're dead. I think we just straight up die here. We couldn't find the removal spell. Oh, we survived the Mux for a couple turns. Finish the Mastery Pass today. Ooh, awesome, Shadow Walker. Yeah, I'm excited for Land Harmonicon as well. So is this lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's super lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're super dead. If our opponent just swings everything, we're super dead. We'll see if they do. What do we need for element? We're gonna get to live? Okay. Well, that's sweet. Block you. Wow, I can't believe we got to live. Block you. Block you. This is painful. We are losing stuff. So that's 15, 18. I don't know if I want to stay alive after this, actually. I kind of wish we were just dead. So we technically are not dead, but we lose... Why didn't they kill us? We lose our board and our card draw. Opponent gets another Cranko. Yeah, I don't think we have an out. Llanowar Elves. Well, Gonti, show us something good. This is not a good Gonti matchup. Our opponent just doesn't have good cards this seal. They're all silly Goblin cards. Yeah, they're all silly Goblin cards. All right. We do have good Goblins. Wait, what are we getting punted for? What is our punt for? Well, Ritual of Heartless Act, Grafdigger's Cage, in. Going down, Gonti, unfortunately. Gonti's good if our opponent's playing good cards, but double blocking with Wall of Blossoms. You double blocked. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that actually. I guess technically that was a pun. Arena likes to move things around when you try to block. I'll never understand why Arena does that. It's gotta dance everything around the battlefield, which makes it a little bit harder to actually block effectively. But yeah, we're dead anyway. Alright, so I mean, trim a Baron, trim a Risen Reef. Grafdigger's Cage is good, but we can still die to Cranko, basically. Maybe we go down the Yarion and Llanowars? Ooh. Yeah, actually, let's go down Hornet Queen and keep a Llanowar. Let's try it like that. Seth, does anyone play anything other than Jund Sacrifice or Goblins in Historic? That's what we've seen, and it's the only things I ever seen Historic, boring and repetitive. Yeah, Worm and Grafdigger's Cage are our two key cards. Well, Ritual Soot can be good. We gotta keep this. We can't not keep the Ritual Soot hand. They could be too fast. I mean, I guess Heartless Act should stop it. I don't think that's actually how Historic is. Like, Jund Sacrifice and Goblins are... I don't even know if we play Gilded Goose. I think we wait. Jund Sacrifice and Goblins are two of the best decks in Historic, so you will see them a lot. Leyline of Punishment. But I don't think they are the only decks. I feel like... because we're going to Ritualist it. So I feel like running out Goose just to kill it with Ritualist set's probably not worth it. Opponent gets and hits us. Down to 18. Come on, Grafdigger's Cage. Llanowar Visionary. Yeah, I feel like playing the Goose only to Ritual Soot it away isn't great. So this could be the Muxus turn already and we don't have an answer. Alright. Llanowar Visionary, draw Heartless Act. Play the Dabland pass the turn. Alright. No Soul Lads. Which is Vengeance is better than Ritual in this matchup? That's true. Against tribal decks, it is. The new Exile one from Zendikar Rising is interesting. Alright, there's the Matron. Getting, I'm sure, a Muxus. I'd feel a lot better if we could draw a Grafdigger's Cage. We can Wrath the board, but that doesn't mean we can beat a Muxus necessarily. Yeah. Well, next turn Muxus is coming. No, wait, they have the Skirk Prospector? Ew. Gets in. Not good. Yeah, Phyrexian Tower has ended up being very strong in Historic. Lately, I've mostly been up against a lot of Sultais. Yeah, I play a lot of Sultais, a lot of control decks, like Teferi, Blue-White, or Esper, or whatever, Jeskai control decks. Base Blue-White control decks. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna take the 2. Opponent passes. Well, Muxus does whiff sometimes. That is a thing that happens. We will Ritualist it. Untap land. Pass the turn. All right. Come on, bad Muxus. Please. I've seen it whiff a couple of times. When we played it, we whiffed a million times. I think we whiffed more than we did not whiff, honestly. Opponent, another Wily Goblin. And a Prospector. So Muxus is coming no matter what. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's Heartless Act. Prospector. All right, deck, be good. Ooh, Triome, redraw. We need Grafdigger's Cage desperately. Choops. That doesn't do it. All right, Triome, go. Yeah, I mean, we leave up mana. Who knows? Maybe they'll have the fear. I mean, we have another Heartless Act. Well, ooh, come on, bad Muxus. That's a pretty bad Muxus. That's a really bad Muxus. Okay. We will kill Cranko. Oh, we're alive! That was the whiff! That's what we needed! Planalite! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Another Visionary. Thank you so much for your subscription. We still need a Grafdigger's Cage for the second one. Big scoops here for our new subscriber, Chupacabra. Kill the Muxus. I guess they don't have the mana now either. Well, Breeding Pool, Gildagoose. Make the food pass the turn. We're staying alive. I mean, our deck is fair. It gets less fair once we get Yarok going, but it's definitely a fair mid-range deck. Yes. Whiffs with the Thoughtseize. Chieftain, sure. Wow. Massacre Worm would also be good. More lands. So we don't play the land. Pass the turn. Ooh, not great. Not a great draw. Scarab God could be worth including. I could see that. Alright, Wily Goblin. Sure. Opponent. Omega Food. And more lands. Ooh, yeah, not the best time for that. Ooh, they're 1 mana away from Muxus, and Cranko is really scary now. Opponent, land, and... Oh, no, they have another one, and they have haste already? Oh, boy. All right, 2 in a row. Two whiffs in a row. That's not real. They hit 1 goblin, but it is the goblin that wins them the game. Ugh. Oh, yeah. 1, 2. Ugh. So 7, 8. Tween Walk 4. Well, I think we're just dead. Block, block, block. I mean, I guess we can draw Massacre Worm. If we draw Massacre Worm, I guess we want to keep stuff alive, actually. We want to not kill our opponent's stuff. Because Massacre Worm, we want as many creatures as possible. All right, take 10. All right. Opponent's not very good at the Alpha Strikes. I think that's twice that they could have just killed us. All right, Massacre Worm off the top. Oh, Thragtusk. You're awesome, but we did not find you in time. Ugh. So close. So close. I mean, the food doesn't matter. Like, nothing matters. 3 life isn't relevant there. It's either we Massacre Worm and win, or we don't Massacre Worm and scoop. Hey, what's up, J-Web? How are you? Hello, hello. Well, that's why, I mean, Goblins is, so this weekend is Mythic Invitational, which is historic, and based on what I've seen on Twitter, it's going to be a lot of Goblins. Many people have been talking about Goblins, which I found a little surprising because I think Goblins is not as good in Best of 3, but hey, what's up, good girl Jared? How are you? Hope you had a wonderful day as well. Sacrifice again. Now, maybe it is just those 2 decks. Is there an old border set with no reserve list cards you'd like to see remastered? Block would be Masks, Invasion, Odyssey, Onslaught. Ooh. Old border set with no reserve. I mean, I think it'd be Invasion. I think IPA, Invasion, Plane Shift Apocalypse is one of my favorite draft formats. I think that's my favorite old draft format. And there's some cool commander stuff. You'd be able to remaster, like it's got the legendary dragons, which a lot of the stuff that used to be sweet and Commander are not as sweet anymore because there's like so many new legends, but those are like kind of classic commanders. So I think that would be my pick. IPA. White Lotus, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. And the draft format's super sweet. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, IPA is really good. Out of all the old border sets, ugh. All right, well, I guess we can cycle Triomes at some point. Watery Grave, go. No attack. Frisky, Gilded Goose, pass the turn. What do you think, Jet? White Lotus, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. If you could get any block remastered, what would it be? Wow, are we actually cycling this? I think we are. Yep. Sack the food. Into, wow, Watery Grave number, oh my goodness. Oh dear. Okay. This is what we did not want to see after we kept a 5-lander. Alpha would be sweet. We've talked a lot about design choices starting standard or other constructed. What about Commander? They continually try to print good Commander cards now. Is that good for the format? Personally, I'm not a fan of it. That's my personal take. Personally, I would rather have Wizards print cards for standard and modern, whatever, and then have Commander, like it used to, develop naturally from the cards that Wizards prints for other formats. Like, I think that would be the ideal way for Commander to function. On the other hand, it's very possible that printing a ton of new Commander stuff is bringing new people into the format and helping the format grow. So I don't really have the data that Wizards does. So I think for me personally, I wish they didn't do it, but they very well might be right to do it, and we just don't have the information to know. Ooh, Torment, yeah, we can revisit Torment of Hailfire. That is back at Arena now. Do you think we get a viable Werewolf Commander and Commander Legends, or do we have to wait for the Innistrad sets? I mean, I have no idea. I would say we'll definitely get some in the Innistrad sets. That seems guaranteed, essentially. Commander Legends? Really? Another land? Ugh. Okay. That's many. What is this? 9 lands out of 11 cards? Ugh. Well, we'll keep playing lands. Love your videos, watch all the time, but I have to hit up your latest pronunciation. Cacophony. 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 I think cacophony sounds way better. I mean, I think we're dead. I just hope we hit a land on the way out so we can feel even more unlucky. Torment plus Nyx Bloom would make for a big torment, that's for sure. This is the Fast Flood. Opponent has so many lands. Gutter Bones, returns. I mean, I don't think there's anything we can even draw. Replays Gutter Bones. Disappointing. Okay, all right. Well, sometimes you get the bad seed, where you just have the way your deck is stacked. There's just nothing you can do. But that is, in my opinion, so that's what's not going to happen after Zendikar releases. Like after Zendikar releases, that'll never happen again. Will Magic be better for the fact that that'll ever happen again? My guess is no, but that'll never happen again. So we'll bring in Grafdigger's Cage. We'll bring in Ritual of Heartless Act. Typical creature stuff. Go down Llanowar Elves. Go down Risen Reef. Go down Hornet Queen. Go down Gontes. Go down one Baron. Run it like that. Why don't there be Flood after Zendikar? Because all your lands are also spells. So every land you draw is also going to be a spell. Do people believe those awful lands are playable? Playable? I think those lands are close to companion level busted. Like, I think my take is they're going to absolutely change the way decks are built. Same thing I said about companions. Companions are going to change the way decks are built. It's going to change the game of Magic. We'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe I got lucky with companions, and I'm way off on this one. But I think the double face modal lands are absurd. And I think, like, in this deck, let's look at it in a minute. That's actually a kind of a cool case study that we can do here. Now, in case there's Thoughtseize, let's get down Grafdigger's Cage. Shut down the sack shenanigans. I was the voice of the wilderness saying that Yarion was busted. And it did, as Krim laughed at me. And it did end up being busted. So, I don't know. But I've also been very wrong on other things. So, I'm not trying to... Not trying to brag, because I have missed just as hard on many things. Just because I got companions right, that doesn't mean I haven't got other things super wrong. Like Jace Vryn's Prodigy. We don't talk about Jace Vryn's Prodigy. We're working on a review of the spoiler top 10 videos to go back after the fact and get an idea of how correct they were. I think that'd be a cool article or video. I was planning on doing a Teamer Omnath EDH in the near future. After all the spoilers, I'll definitely do it. Yeah, that sounds super fun. You can go 5-color now. Well, yeah, I guess we just Risen Reef. Draw some cards. This seems like a much more functional mix of lands and spells. All right, more Wall of Blossoms. Ship the turn. Oh yes, all my articles. No articles get deleted, but it was called "Sending the Flipwalkers to College," and it was like giving them grades and stuff. And oh boy, I came down so hard on Jace for his Prodigy. I thought it was the worst of the bunch, that it was absolute garbage, and then it was like $100 and the best card in Standard. so for every Yarion where I nail it, there's a Jace VP where I do the opposite. Opponent's Death and Fire, what will we do? Flowers. That's a good question, chat. So what is the card that you personally whiffed on hardest during spoiler season? Even if you don't make content, we're Magic players. Everyone has opinions about cards. It's spoiler season. Everyone's talking with their friends about what they think's good or bad. What was the card that you most thought was going to be insane and then ended up being absolutely horrible? Well, in your defense, we didn't know what food was, and a lot of people thought Oko wasn't very good. Uro, I also nailed Uro. When I got to spoil Uro, I think if my article said I thought it would be the best card in Standard or something close to that. Nib Magus. Oh, I want a Nib Magus Elemental to be good so bad. Minor Arc Demon I thought was going to be good too. It's got good stats. I also thought that was going to be good. That one just didn't work out. I mean, I guess I saw a bit of play. Yeah, let's just leave up removal past the turn. Where's our Yarok? We need a Paramonic. Time Reversal is like a classic. Time Reversal, everyone, like, that was the most expensive card in its set. It was like $40, and everyone's like, oh my goodness, Time Twister's back. It's so insane. And then the best part is it literally, so that was back when I was buy listing cards, and I swear they would buy list cards. I think you would sell any mythic for $0.25. And I think it was except for that one. It literally was the cheapest mythic ever printed at the time. It was a mythic that was like 25 cents, which is almost unbelievable. So it went from the most expensive, most hype card in its set to the least expensive mythic in the history of Magic at that point. And that's how hard that one failed. I mean, you thought Sword of the Animus was going to be good. I mean, Sword of the Animus did end up being good in Commander. Very good in Commander. Never really did anything in Standard. Do you think the Zendikar Rising equipment are going to be good? Oh, no, I was asking... Oh, we were talking about Time Reversal, was the card I was just talking about. Asking what card people whiffed on hardest during spoiler season. For me, it's definitely Jace Prodigy. I know there's a ton of other stuff where I was probably off, but that's only what I can think of, where I wrote an entire article just like trashing it, and then ended up being the best card in Standard. It's hard to whiff any harder than that. I still think Demonic Embrace can be good. That was on my top 10 list for multiple formats, actually, during spoiler season. I still think it's got hope. No, block, take one. It's Grafdigger's Cages, keeping us alive. That's going to have to die. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Gutter Bones. No, alright. Kill the Priest. None of that. When Oko got revealed, comments about +1 Beast Within in high loyalty was the main thing I saw. Not sure where the people missed Oko thing came from. Well, I mean, I think missed is, like, relative. So I think from what I remember of Oko is people were confused because we didn't know what the abilities did. And people were like, yeah, it's probably okay. I don't remember anyone saying, like, I'm sure someone did, but I remember people saying, like, it's horrible, or many people, maybe Sam Black, there might have been a couple of people that said they think it was awesome, but in general, I think people were just kind of meh, like, oh, it's probably okay, it's probably decent, and then it ended up being the best card in the history of Standard, the best Planeswalker in the history of Magic, so I think being the best card in the history of Magic and getting a meh during spoiler season means it was pretty underrated. Jace Fritz Prodigy only works because Nieb is bugged. That Nieb bug always keeps coming back around. Well, I remember reading on Reddit where a lot of people talked on Reddit who thought the card was potentially busted. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sure some people did. I think, and maybe my perception is wrong. That was my perception. I guess that's also what my personal thoughts were. I was kind of like, that's probably fine. Like, what's a food do? What's a food? It's probably okay. It's only 3 mana. 3 mana Planeswalkers are usually good. But I definitely didn't think it was going to be a cross-format defining all-star. We have a new donation from Icy Dog. Hey, Seth, I was watching your video on my laptop. One of my relatives walked in and wonders what I was doing. I told her a little about Magic and how fun it is. If you could you give a shout-out to my Aunt Covey. Hey, Aunt Covey, welcome to the stream. I'm Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying it, even though I know from talking to my family members about Magic, if you don't know anything about Magic, it probably sounds like we are talking a somewhat different language, full of words that don't normally go together. But hopefully you can get some enjoyment out. Boy, the flood continues. What is it with us and flooding this match? Double flood. Thank you so much for the donation, Icy Doc. Well, let me see. Let me see your torment deck. Ace of Roses. Welcome to the fishbowl. Oh wait, that's not a sub. That's just a welcome to the stream. Well, welcome to the fishbowl anyway. The the stream chat aspect of the fishbowl. Good to have you. You might be the goat at drawing lands. Yeah, I am good at drawing lands. At least this game. We got the flood for days. Thankfully, our opponent's not doing too much, but if they ever find like a Bolus Citadel or something, things go bad in a hurry. I guess Croxa? Milling Croxa would be bad. No, I guess actually it's not bad because we have Graph Digger's Cage. Bonus X's Cry. I assume they're trying to find Ace of Roses. Hey, now you get the full Fishbowl shout out. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Cage stops our opponent from... Oh. I mean, Mayhem Devil. That's what I'm worried about. Mayhem Devil would be really bad for us. Yeah, you're right. I keep thinking about Graph Digger's Cage shutting down Graveyard stuff, but you're right. It does also shut down Citadel. There goes Risen Reef. That's a little bad since we have so many lands here. Wow, we got our hate cards, but we're still just not enough action. Opponent. And no Yaroks. Where's our Yaroks? Can you say hi to my favorite baseball player, Willie McCovey? Wait, are you making... was that a hidden anchovy joke? I told you at the outset, I'm a little tired today. It's been a long spoiler season. Is that really sneaky anchovy jokes? Is that never gonna die? Are we never gonna move past the anchovies? I do deserve it. I also like a bit of trolling now and then, so... Oh, about it. We're at 10. Oh, we're in such horrible shape. Well, alright. Do something about it. Or pass the turn, one or the other. Opponent, sacrificing. Pinging a wall. Scrying. Opponent, thinking carefully about the scry, puts it to the bottom. Opponent sacrifices the gutter. Wow, they're going, all right. Boy, I don't know about these sacrifice lines. They seem pretty bad. Looking forward to abusing the new interaction with Jace at Teferi's Ageless Insight. That does sound like a good way to draw a bunch of cards. Is it... What is the interaction any more in depth than drawing 2 cards a turn? Opponent. All right, they finally gave up on. All right, well at least it's a cycling land. Triome. All right, Thragtusk isn't horrible. I don't know if it's good. These Gutter Bones are getting around our Graph Digger's Cage. But back up to 13, past the turn. Replacement effect, 0 loyalty lost. Oh. Oh, that's cute. I hadn't really thought about that. So it's just draw a card? Or it'd be draw 2 cards? That's actually, that could be good. That makes Jace seem a little bit more playable. Like, I feel like Jace is, I don't know. I still think it's really good against control decks, but I'm not sure how it lines up against decks that actually have creatures. Opponent, board has been quickly rebuilt. Passes the turn. Alright. Heartless Act is something-ish. No attacks. Opponent. Sacks. Well. Kill the Mayhem Devil. Opponent sacks. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we just need more card draw. Maybe we don't have enough card draw in this build. Brent Medford, or too many lands. Welcome to the Fishbowl. We need the flip lands. We need the flip lands. Brent Medford, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Teferi's Angel's Insight is a replacement effect, so when Jace takes up, you instead draw 2 and lose no loyalty. That is interesting. I did not realize that. Is that actually true? Teferi's Angel... Okay, opponent, pinging. They have hit all the gutter bones in the world. Teferi's Angel's Insight, if you would draw a card, except for the first one you draw on your turn, draw 2 cards instead. Does that actually work? I'm so confused. So it replaces draw a card would draw 2 cards. But then Jace... Huh. Jace doesn't take 2 cards worth of damage. Draw a card and reveal it. Remove the number of loyalty counters. Interesting. I honestly didn't realize that worked. That's interesting. Video shouldn't be frozen, hopefully. It looks right to me. Try refreshing, maybe? Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, opponent gets in. Well, get rid of these Woe Striders, finally. Get the token. Opponents. Oh boy. Maybe we just time our opponent out. Maybe that's the plan. How did you do... How is it possible to do a video with Jace Mirror Mage on Moto right now? It's not even a... Oh no! It's not even on Moto, right? Well, get in it, ya. Go, Thragtus Bees. Take it home. Take it home through the flood. G Chili, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fabled Passage. Opponent cracks it. I kind of maybe want to like Gadrak or like Gadwick, I mean, or Hydroid Crosses. Maybe we need like a mass draw spell. Alright, so opponent's going to steal our beast, hit us with the beast, sack the beast. But our opponent's then out of cards, and I assume we have better top decks. Outside of Bolus and Citadel, potentially. Like, our top deck should be better than our opponent's top decks. Well, crack the food. Oh, I see. It was just kind of like to test out the concept of it. Crack of food. Gutter bones, gutter bones. Here they come. All right, deck. Non-lands, please. Well, Gilded Goose is, I guess, technically a non-land. Sort of. Well, let's play the land. Pass the turn. Booted. Yeah, I guess, I mean, yeah, that's true. We still have the Graph Digger's Cages. So Citadel's not that scary. But we're not drawing anything big. So maybe our deck's not that scary. Like, we're just going to lose to these Gutter Bones. Our opponent's just going to get back all these Gutter Bones, play all the Gutter Bones, and we're just going to die to Gutter Bones unless we draw a real Magic card. Gutter Bones, Gutter Bones. All right, well, sack the food. Draw a real Magic card. All right, well, Thragtusk is realer at least. Play a Thragtusk. At least that's a body that can block a gutter boat. So that's helpful. I made a historic hate bears deck. Oh, let me see Satanic Thesaurus. No text. Pass the turn. Hate bear humans. That looks sweet. There are some pretty solid human hate bears. And General Kudro's a really strong lord. That looks sweet. Kind of. Oh no. Oh, that's what we didn't want to see. Oh, Priest is one of their good cards. Oh, runs out all their stuff. Opponent goes attacking. Now we kill a gutter bones temporarily. Down to 18. Gets back gutter bones. Well, we'll make a food. We'll sack a few food. The origins of hate bear. I am actually not sure where the first term hate bear came from. Was there like a literal bear that was hateful that started it? Now Chupacabra is not bad. That gets rid of this priest at least. Chupacabra, kill the priest. Well, I know what hate bear means, but like, why did people start saying it? Werebear is not a hate bear, though, is it? Was it Teague? Could be, but Teague isn't. I'm actually like curious now. I wonder if that's something you can look up. Well, I guess we go attacking. Maybe we're the aggro. Opponent blocks with Stitcher Supplier, mills some cards. 2 Cauldron Familiars. Locked on the Graveyard. Thank you for the stuff. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. I'm actually gonna try to Google it. I'm curious. Where did the term hate bear come from? MTG. Opponent. Oh wow. Okay. Opponent scoops it up. I don't know. I don't think there's an explanation. Not that I can see. Maybe no one knows. I mean, bear, a 2/2. Hateful. But what card? There had to be a card that made people stick them together. Like, maybe it was Gaddock Teague. Maybe it was Meddling Mage. Am I part of the Wizards Creator Program? I am not anymore. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. So hopefully we get to do the preview stream next week. I honestly don't know if I'm going to get invited or not. So initially they said that you have to sign up for the Creators Program to do the preview stream. So I wasn't going to sign up for the Creators Program. I signed up just to do the preview stream, but then I didn't do all the quests that they wanted or something and tweet about them. So got kicked out of the Creators Program. And now I don't know. I don't know if they're going to invite us to the preview stream or not. I'm hoping they are, because I know after the fact, talking to other people, like Vince isn't in the Creators Program, but he gets to do the preview stream. So hopefully we could still do the preview stream. That's like the only part of the Creators Program I actually really care about. Yeah, the Creators Program has kicked out a lot of people. Well, I was in. I was accepted. But then they added, so it was accepted, and I thought, oh, it's cool, I get to the preview stream. But then they added these requirements that you had to do these quests at least every month or something, every 40 days. I forget exactly the time frame. So you had to do these quests, and then you had to tweet about them. And I just never did it. I wasn't interested in doing it. So that led to getting kicked out eventually. Well, Hinterland Harbor go. We got a lot of card draw this hand, which I like. And our opponent's apparently on a one-lander. A one-land can't hand. Why only one Yarion? Why not 4? Just a matter of having room, because we have the Yaroks in the deck. So it's just a matter of finding room. The Mythic Invitational, there's a there's not a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it. as far as I can tell of who's invited, I think it's mostly. I mean, you have the pros and rivals, so that's a big chunk of it. But then my guess is there's just like someone at Wizards whose job is to just pick people, and they just pick whoever they like. That's my perception. Well, that's Wall of Blossoms. Draw a card. Everything in our hand redraws. We need a Yarok. Wow, so many Llanowar Visionaries. Play the land, pass the turn. Everything in our hand redraws. We need a Yarok to go with it, and we will be in card advantage land. We could play Yarion as a companion. It might actually be worth doing. If creating content and free advertising is enough to be in your program, you need a new marketing department. I mean, I'm not upset about it. Like the only thing I was disappointed by is the rule they had to do these quests was not a rule when I signed up. So I might have done things differently if that was a rule in the beginning when I signed up. So, but really, like, they made a rule that you had to do something. I didn't do it, so I have no hard feelings. But I do hope they let us do the preview stream. Well, kill the priest. Opponent sacks, gets the food. Shock ourselves. Llanowar Visionary. Draw a card. Hostage Taker can get rid of Witch's Oven. That's real good. It should be. Like, normally the preview stream would be next Wednesday. I haven't heard anything announced about it. What were the quests? They were just random things. Like, stream for so many hours in a row, play and win with a certain card and send us a video of it. They were all, like, Magic/Steam related. Hey, what's up, Snotcaster Mage? Hello, hello. The big thing, like, the quests themselves were not, like, a huge deal, but the thing I didn't like was the having to tweet about them. It made me feel like the program was kind of just like, I don't want to say a scam, but just a way to get people to tweet about Arena rather than a program for actually supporting content creators. So it just kind of, that's what the impression that it gave me was, hey, this is a way we can give these people essentially nothing. And then we can, force them to tweet about our game. That's brilliant. Like, look at all this advertising we get for $0. So I'm not saying that's what it was, but that's what it made me feel like when some of those rules change happens and they added that stuff. So I'm not saying that is what happened. I don't have any, like, inside information. That was just how I felt when they added that rule. Yeah, we're definitely taking Oven. Hostage Taker's kind of underrated. Being able to snag artifacts is huge. Like, getting rid of this Oven is a big, big deal here. This is going to make these Cauldron Familiars hopefully stop killing us. Alright, opponent, gonna get back the cat. Drain us. Sack Outlet, finally gone. We're going to play it. Get out from under the Hostage Taker. Another Gilded Goose. Oh, we could use a Yarok. We could use a Yarok. Pass the turn. For potential changes to this deck, switch Gonti for Thassa, Visionary for Uro. Uro. I have this weird thing where when a card is too good, I try to avoid playing it. I know it's not, like, correct from a competitive standpoint, but I tend to do that. Well, that's Risen Reef. Draw a card. Get the land. And I do think that Llanowar Visionary is actually pretty good in this deck. Llanowar Visionary. Draw a card. Yes. All the Visionaries in the world. And pass the turn. Come on, Yarok! Come on, Yarok! Don't you want to get paid for exposure? Yeah, that kind of. I mean, so like, there is some value to the creators program for me. Like the big thing for me was the preview streams because I enjoy them. I feel like the fishbowl and the fish tank and all of you enjoy them. At least that's what it seems like. So that was, I honestly probably wouldn't have signed up because none of the other stuff especially mattered to me. So I honestly don't know if I would have signed up if it wasn't because they like explicitly said, if you want to do the preview streams, you have to sign up for this. So if it wasn't for that, I'm not even sure I would have signed up to begin with. And play the Visionary. All 4 Visionaries. So many Gilded Geese. Play the Gilded Goose. Get a food. What a weird draw. We've drawn all 4 Visionaries and Gilded Geese. 4 of 4. And no Yaroks. None of our big stuff at all. Beers of Nylea. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess we can, alright, yeah. Run it out. Gilded Goose number 4. What is our deck doing? What is it doing? When are we going to play the combo of Niv Mizzet and Curiosity? We played a little bit already. We played like part of a stream with a Dragon's deck that had it. But maybe we should build a deck specifically around it. Opponent, Woe Strider. And Crag's Fabled Passage. So we're in a standoff, but our opponent is eventually going to be able to deal direct damage, which is worrisome. Well, alright. Actually, wait. Maybe that's fine and let's just kill the Woe Strider. Kill Woe Strider. Steal it, that's fine. Mundane Tiger, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent, sacks to the Woe Strider. Another Risen Reef would also be good. Mana Dork is the way ramp should be, not Uro. I pretty much agreed with that. I think cheap ramp is probably best when it dies. Or can die. Ooh, how has Mardu Giants been, Grateful Dead? It's definitely it was fun when we played it on stream. I haven't played much Standard lately. I've been waiting for Zendikar Rising to come out. Untitled Goose Deck. We really are. Whoa! Scries to the top, scoops it up. Alright, we got there with the Yaroks. Getting sort of out of gold-ish. Alright. I mean, Yarok's kind of weird. Do we want to change anything? All right, chat, give me your best, in our colors, best enter the battlefield creature that's not in our deck. Let's spice this up a bit. Which lessons from Zendikar are you looking for to build in Commander Clash? Ooh. What legends are there? It seems like everything's a legend. I just assume... Actually, real quick, before we get to our next thing, a quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashaya is one that I am definitely excited for. But I think there's some other ones as well. All right, chat. So, what are we adding? So we're not in white. Enters the battlefield. What are the sweetest things we'd put in this deck? And what are we cutting? I'm tempted to cut the Hornet Queen. I'm not going to put Uro in. I can't. Which rotating standard card we miss the most? Might be Yarok. We're going to have a standard without a real Panharmonicon. There's no Eternal Witness. Oh, wait. They spoiled the Asimic Legend? Oh, they did spoil it. I was wondering if this card was going to be busted. All right, the last legend. Verol's Partner of the Currents. So, green blue X for a 0/0 enters the battlefield with a number of counters on it equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. Okay. Whenever you kick a spell, you may remove 2 counters from Verol's. If you do, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's actually a sweet commander. Like, that looks really fun. Are there any good kicker tribal commanders? I don't think. You got Halar, but Halar's kind of like aggro. That actually seems super fun. That's cool. I like it. Yeah, it looks fun to build around. Anything else good since we've been streaming, spoiler-wise? Skyclave Squid. I don't know why they gave all the landfall creatures the cool art. Like, that's a pretty not great card. Like, that's maybe it's okay in limited type card. Relic Vial. 3 mana, pay 2 sack, a creature, draw a card. As long as you control a cleric, as whenever this creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life, you gain a life. Oh, kind of like a weird cleric blood artist. That's sweet. Yeah, this set looks really sweet. All right, what are we adding? Yeah, Relic Vial is definitely cool. Is Among Us good? I actually was listening to. You want to go Yarion? All right. We can add more cards. Then we don't have to cut anything. We'll just add stuff. So Yarion, we need to add more lands, which will be Fabled Passage, Forest. I was listening to Magic FM and LSV was talking about how that was like one of the best games of the year. I haven't actually played it though. That and Fall Guys are on the top of my list. Once we get out of spoiler season, Fall Guys also looks like it would be fun. It looks like something I would enjoy. I always enjoyed like Mario Party and stuff like that, so I think it seems like Fall Guys is probably pretty fun. How does a power level feel? Power level of our deck? I think those are actually good. Like, just enter the battlefield, draw a card. There's not a lot of options. I mean, I guess we could play, like, Omen of the Sea or something instead. Yarok double triggers any permanent. Check out this Yarok deck, only missing Urborg for Historic. Ooh, let me see, Houdini. Among Us is great if you can BS and read social cues. Most Magic players will be terrible. Dread Roll. Ooh. Dread Presence? Dread Presence, that works with the Landamonicon too, right? Garuda. I mean, so I guess if we're adding more cards, maybe we need to add the rest of the Heartless Axe to the sideboard. I guess we're losing a sideboard slot anyway. All right. We're going to add 8. Oh, we can add one more sideboard card. Let's, what are we putting in the sideboard? Thoughtseize negate. Yeah, let's add Witch's Vengeance. All right, so chat, this is what we're going to do. We have 8 slots. Do we have enough lands? 33. I think we got to max out mana Llanowar too. All right, 6 slots. 6 slots. Give me one-ofs that you want in the deck. And we'll add them. All right, Scarab God. I can see that. We'll add a Scarab God. Hopefully they're not mythics that I don't already own, because I'm out of mythic wild cards. Unesh, I would like... Oh, wait. wait. Yeah, okay. Unesh is off the list because I don't actually have... Oh, we did get a vault again. We did. Oh, we almost got 2. Craterhoof. Craterhoof would be fine. Thassa. Okay, I can buy a Thassa. Thassa's probably sweet. Do we need Hoof? Like, do we need to actually be able to kill our opponent? Also, are we too top heavy? Yargle? Just for the memeage? Kagla. Champion of Wit seems decent. Neoform. Enters the battlefield, fight a creature. When it attacks... I mean, it seems fine. Neoform seems good. I kind of like Neoform. Gotta turn a Black Cavalier. So my concern with Black Cavalier is just our curve, that we have so many things in the 5-drop slot already. Madrotha is fun. We're not really getting things in the graveyard though. I wonder if that's enough. Yeah, Reclamation Sage seems like a good sideboard card at least. I'm not sure what we're cutting for it, but I guess we can cut Contempt. All right, Reclamation Sage in the sideboard. Lazav. Do we want to try to lower the curve? Flibblefib and Lazav would be fine. And let's just try it. Let's try a game and reevaluate, see how it feels. Try a game, see how it feels, go from there. Ooh, Prime Speaker Vanifar. Wait, Prime Speaker Vanifar is not in the format, is it? Is it in Historic? If Prime Speaker Vanifar... Oh, wait, I was thinking... Yeah, I don't think we want Prime Speaker Vanifar. I was thinking of the card draw Prime Speaker. Prime Speaker Zagana. Prime Speaker Zagana would be insane. But I don't think we want to go super heavy on the sacrifice theme. Yeah, I was thinking of the old school one. I thought maybe they added it in, like, in anthologies or something, and I didn't realize it. Tishana. Tishana could be okay. Well, let's see how the 80 card version goes. Maybe we already fixed it. That's one of the sweet things about decks like this, is you can kind of play whatever you want. Like, anything you love, as long as it has an enter the battlefield trigger. Boy, sacrifice again. Always sacrifice. Red for life. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The problem with Tishana is it's go wide card draw, so you need a bunch of creatures. I mean, it can still be fine. But I feel like Zagana is better at drawing cards with how our deck is set up, most likely. Oh, Jund Sacrifice. But Nieb's bugged. Red for life. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Risen Reef. Get the land. Ooh, Yarok. It's happening. We just needed more cards. That was the problem. We didn't have enough. Vote it. Yeah, we could play Hoof to finish the game if we needed to. Ooh, Yarok with Risen Reef. All right, Mayhem Devil. Sure. Oh, no. Oh, no. That means we can't sack. That's very awkward. That means we can't sack our Fabled Passage. Well. Okay, Baron. Bounce Mayhem Devil. Play the tap land. Go attacking. We want this card draw with Yarok. Yeah, this gets around it. Lets us crack our land without losing Risen Reef. Incredible how this deck became more consistent when you put more cards in it. It might just be that we drew a good hand. Well, alright. Crack this just in case. Pout it. Spinning to win with Coco. We'll grab a Forest. Well, let's see what they find. Maybe Gonti's not worth it in the main deck. Priest and Cauldron Familiar and pings us. Well, play Yarok. Double trigger. Get a land. Get a land. Hinterland Harbor. Getting the GGs already? Get in. Down to 14. Yarok's too good? We're scaring our opponent out? How has the cube been? Zendikar Royal. Zendikar Royal would be sweet with the Lander Monicon one, too. I've got to dig into the Lander Monicon. There's got to be some really sweet tricks with that. Opponent, claim the firstborn on our Risen Reef. Wow. Opponent might be actually... Oh, no. Why'd our opponent good game us if they're just going to win? Wow, that is an insane blowout. Wow, that's brutal. Ugh. Yeah, alright, sure. Huh. Well, hopefully Historic... Someone earlier said, is Historic just all sacrificing goblins? And I said no, but maybe Historic is all just sacrificing goblins. I feel like we've played... We have played. I don't even feel like it. We have played the same deck and a half every single round, which is a little awkward. Elganti. Yeah, it would be nice to play something other than the sacrifice deck, or maybe we just got to play a sacrifice hate deck. I feel like this one's probably over, though. Our opponent can just sack everything. If they have priests, they win. Like, that's how this deck works. If they have priests, their deck is insane. And let's go to the next game. Why don't you stream during the day ever? I always miss the stream. I stream on during the day on Mondays, but spoiler season gets in the way of that. So Mondays normally at 2 p.m. Eastern time in the afternoon. Yeah, what's the sweetest thing you can do with Lander Monicon? Jackie Nimble, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we're playing Devil could have cleared their board. Yeah, I guess maybe that would have been worth it. Well, bring in a bit more removal. Trim. Oh, that was a absolutely brutal turn. The sacrifice is really rare in Platinum. Yeah, hopefully. I feel like it's... maybe you're just in the right matchups. I feel like it's very common everywhere, but... If you squint, Ashaya and Lander Monicon is Banner Monicon. I mean, it is pretty close. You can kind of build your own. Well, tap land go. Angel of Jubilation. I mean, we get the new Selesnya hate card, which could be pretty good. Well, here's the Cauldron familiar. Well, play a land, Wall of Blossoms, draw a card. Into more lands. Uh-oh. We're back to doing the draw lands thing. I hope the rest of the games go well. Off to do some homework. Good night. Hey, see ya, DePixel. Good luck with the homework. The year is 2054. Saffron Olive owns 84% of First landmass. Please, Mr. Jake Brewer, let us have some land the peasants begging his feet. The shuffler of his deck. He shuffles his deck, flips over the top card. Oh no, wow, he whispers. And yet another continent comes under his control. I mean, it's still happening. It still is. Well, at least we can kill this silly priest. But we're still just drawing lands. Oh, I feel like we need the calculator. We need the calculator. I brewed a super sweet mono white Golos Blink deck that only plays white cards and hybrid off-color abilities. Would you consider it for Commander Clash? Yes, I would love to. I would love to see it. Odyssey. Dreadhorde Butcher for our opponent goes attacking. Will we ever draw a non-land? Will it be relevant to the game? Sort of. We did draw non-land. Is it relevant to the game? That's up for debate. Gildagoose here on turn number 4. It wiggles! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Just embrace the flood and start running stuff that's good when you flood out. Based on how our matches went today, maybe that would be worth it. Maybe that is what we got to do. I mean, we kept a land-heavy hand, but then we also drew lands for the first, 3, 4 turns? We've drawn lands and a Gilded Goose. Opponent, more Witch's Ovens. Adds it to the Blood Artist. Goes to combat. Well, I mean, this is a lot of damage. Seriously. Seriously, Magic Gods. Alright, well, we'll play Arion. And these Gilded Gooses are kind of actually other lands. I think technically we've drawn a land. Maybe we should just play Zombie Hunt. I mean, we're drawing a Zombie Hunt amount of land, so maybe we should just play Zombie Hunt and go that direction. Try to take advantage of having all the lands. Why don't you play more Yarok and EDH? I just try not to... Oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. I just try not to play the same decks or commanders too often. I know people like Tomer try to assemble Kaldra every week. I like a little variety in my commander games, so that's a main reason. And I have played a lot of Panharmonicon style decks. Ooh, the Golos Blink deck looks super fun. All right, so we get our Goose back. We draw a card. Ritual of Set, semi-relevant. Better than land number million. Mardu Pact. Ooh, oh god. Is that game right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, boy, it's pretty close. It might just be game right now. Well, alright, opponent. Passing. I am the evil one. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think Tomer streams on Wednesday night at Budget Commander, twitch.tv/Budget Commander. Did I do Historic Metagame Challenge? No, I did not. I don't really like expensive events on Arena, honestly. I don't really understand. I'm very confused. I saw a few people. Sweet mother. So, I mean, this is just game, right? So we sack a food. I guess we Ritualist it first. Well, so play the land, Ritualist it. I always see people tweet like, I got 100 packs or something. I was like, that's cool, I guess. But if you were played on Magic Online, you'd have like a rent payment or something. you would have real things. You'd have food instead of untradeable arena cards. So here comes the sacking. Probably gonna have to go full control. So opponent pings us to 8. Pings us to 7. So this is going to come back. Alright, I think we want the Mayhem Devil to die first. So the opponent gets the food. Lets it go. We get pinged a bunch more. We sack the food. Go to 10, down to 5-ish. But then there's a cat that's still dealing a ridiculous amount of damage. Down to 4. Opponent's at 30. I will say this matchup's getting slightly tedious. I mean, I think we need to keep the food around. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. Oh, now we're just dead. I feel like for us to have any chance of staying in the game, we need 3 life out of this food, more than we need an extra mana that doesn't do anything. What is your opinion of Grim Dancer in the current standard format? I have found it to be rather potent against aggro, few silver smoke against mid-range strategies. I mean, it's probably good. It's probably good against aggro. I haven't played it too much. I feel like we played it in something. I can't remember what, or if it was even in standard, or if it was it might be a random historic deck. It might have been a Death Touch deck that we played. So I mean, I think it's good against aggro for sure. Kind of like a Vampire Nighthawk style card. And Death Touch can let it take down bigger things. It's still just a 3/3 for 3 though. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I assume that it'll be replaced by Nighthawk Scavenger. If you're just playing it for value. If you're playing Menace Tribal or something, that would be different. But I assume that that's kind of just holding a place for Nighthawk Scavenger. I think we'll start playing Green White X soon and play the... Oh, all right. This is a different color of mana. A color of mana we have not seen. So opponent's probably Blue White Control. One of the others that does occasionally show up in Historic. Why'd you get demonetized for your Mucha Brew last week? Just YouTube being being pretty bad at their job. There's really no reason for it other than play the land, Risen Reef, draw a card. The best we could figure is YouTube makes transcripts of everything, and their transcripts are like hilariously inaccurate. So apparently the way I was saying kitchen finks, I guess finks isn't really a word that you would use much or translate much, but for some reason, YouTube... Wow, opponents miss land drops. For some reason, YouTube took kitchen finks to be a offensive slur when they translated it. So the best I can figure that was it. All right, crack a land. Grab a forest. Wall of Blossoms. Keep drawing cards. Boy, all right. Well, we got the handful of lands again. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Opponent mills a Dovin's Veto. Scryland. Yeah, it's kind of weird that mill is a tribal identity for rogues. I never really considered that being a thing. Like, it's kind of strange. Do I like apples? Apples are fine. I don't not like apples, but they're not like my favorite food or anything. Opponent could be playing towards a Wrath. Well, play Scarab God. Tag our opponent. Down to 15. Search for his Kata. Scarab God only hits creatures. Opponent plays the land. Passes. I'll go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes her beats. Down to 6. Yeah, let's grab Yarion. Overgrown Tomb. Pass the turn. Opponent needs a sweeper, or they're going to be very dead. Yeah, they don't have Settle Mana at the moment. Next turn they might. Supreme Will goes digging. Desperation needs a sweeper just to barely remain alive. Can they hit it? Can they hit it? Am I excited for Arena Pioneer? I mean, I am. But I expect that Arena Pioneer... I don't have my hopes up for Pioneer being on Arena in the near future. My expectation is it's going to be like... 2 years, maybe? 2 to 3 years? Opponent has Narset. Yeah, let's cycle that. Well, alright, yeah, Narset. Does this just mean our opponent's dead, though? Takes down. What, are they trying to hit a removal spell? Whiffs! Okay, and scoops it up. Well, take that blue-white. I never feel bad for blue-white control players. Modern Arena would be sweet. Yeah, that's my expectation. Like they're gonna release the Pioneer Masters set. They're adding like Amonkhet. There's still a lot of sets to backtrack. If you look at the sets that are in Pioneer, good lord, there are many sets that are still in Pioneer that need to be added. Like right now, we got Standard, we got this, we just got most of the stuff that we need from Amonkhet, although I think there's still some stuff that probably needs to be added. So we need 6 more Amonkhet remasters at a minimum. At least a few master sets to fill in the gaps when they do a remastered set. It doesn't have everything. Plus, we have several core sets that are relevant. So even if they were releasing like 2 remix / master sets a year, at that rate, you're looking at what, like 5 or 6 years? Maybe they do like 3 a year and get it down to like 3 years. But I think it's definitely a long term project to actually get it on there. Well, we will go down Massacre Worm. Opponents on control. We go down Massacre Worm. We go up Thought Seizes. We go up Negates. We go up Immortal Sons. And maybe Rex Age. We go down Thrag Tusk. Thrag Tusk isn't bad. It survives a Wrath. That is an upside. We can go down Hostage Shaker. We can go down Chupacabra. We can go down Heartless Axe. And that might be it. That might be as good as it gets. Yeah, let's keep a Hostage Shaker, I guess. Run it like that. Jumpstart Turbo Edition. Yeah, so I think we will get there. It's just going to take a while. And then, oh man, if they ever go for Modern, then we're looking at a ridiculous amount of time. Like, Pioneer would be easy to get to compared to Modern. If you look at Modern, let's assume they get through the Pioneer sets, which, 2 to 6 years based on what we were saying. Then you get to Modern. Modern has going to be 2 Modern Horizons soon. 1,000,000 core sets. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish more blocks. So if they ever were going to try to go to Modern, I think you're looking at 10 years maybe. And they haven't even said anything that would suggest that they're doing that. Actually, kind of the opposite. They keep adding more stuff to Magic Online. I think the last couple of months have actually given me hope, with Wizards adding new draft formats, talking about completely rebuilding like the battlefield and stuff. Like, Wizards is still actually doing things with Magic Online. Ugh, that's not green mana. So I think that's probably where Modern's going to stay for now. I'm definitely excited to try a no land deck, Lunatic. Opponent plays Rest in Peace, which actually isn't that good against us. Drown Catacombs. Actually not very good at all against us. We are going to need green mana. Well, play a land, Champion of Wits. Go digging. Looking for the green mana. Yes, please. Discard Hostage Shaker, Llanowar Elves. That's not green mana. That's not even close to green mana. Yeah, opponent must have a counter. Please, Field of Ruin us. we would be forever indebted. Omen of the Sea. Chromox and Ban in Modern, so we can make 1-land Belcher decks. Ugh. Chromox would be busted in Modern. Yet, so do you think these new flip lands are actually going to make... Well, that's slow green mana, but it's kind of green mana. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. We will... Oh, wait. Wrong one. Wrong Yorion. We'll get Yorion. We'll play the Trio. Pass the turn. So do you think these new flip lands are actually going to improve Belcher? I haven't really figured that out. Like, if it's actually going to be... How big of a deal is it? Like, it makes it easier to hit Belcher, but none of them seem to, or to like win with Belcher, but none of them seem to do anything specifically powerful with Belcher. I think it'll be interesting because there are like those, and I've seen some people already talking about them, like cards that mill until you hit a land or something like that. I think those are the combos I'm very interested in, is going to be combos that take advantage of having no lands in your deck. Belcher does it to some extent, but especially in like Modern, how are you going to get up to the amount of mana you need for Belcher? I guess you just make your land drops? They work with Cascade. Ooh. Well, I assume you can Cascade into them. I don't know if you can play a land or not. Oh, yeah, Hermit Druid. There's like Basilica or Basilisk. What's the Oops All Spells one? Just the black creature. Oh, yeah, the Bellstrad Spy. Yeah, stuff like that I think will be easier to pull off and much more practical to pull off in formats like Modern. They were already decks that existed and were kind of a thing in... All right, let's play Llanowar Visionary. They're decks that already existed and were kind of a thing in, like, Legacy, but it was there you have Lotus Petals and you have all that stuff. You don't have any of that stuff in Modern. So I think that it might open up those style combo decks in other formats. Opponent down to 14. The champion of wits that could, maybe. Opponent plays a Field of Ruin. Passes. I'll play the land. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent's only got 4 cards in hand. That's not that many. Down to 12. Let's Llanowar Visionary. Ooh, resolves. Okay. Into a Triome. And... yeah, let's pass. Pass the turn. Yeah, Pauper had a 1-land spy deck. Yeah, the black mythic land was revealed. It's kind of a expensive-ish reanimation spell. Where it's kind of like Gruesome Menagerie, X-Spell style. 2 and X, you return X creatures of different converted mana costs from converted mana cost X or less. So, like, if you cast it for 6 mana, you can get back a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and a 3-drop. I think it's actually one of the better ones, especially for older formats. I think it's one of the ones that has the most potential for, like, Modern and Legacy and whatnot. Oh, play the land, go to combat, attack our opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fine. Get in. Opponent. Down to 18. Yeah, I don't know how the spy decks would work in Modern. The win condition. So you can mill your entire deck. I guess you have to have Thassa's Oracle. But how do you actually win with it? Like, what if you don't have the Thassa's Oracle in hand? So it's going to take some brewing, potentially. Well, let's just Yarion. If you got a counter, counter away. Counter away, my friend. Yeah, it's got to be one of those style effects, I think. Alex, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like how they reprinted Dark Confidant and Mythic right before double-face cards made it unplayable. I mean, we'll see. Bob is still a powerful card. All right, opponent has the Wrath. We draw land. Well, we will... Play Thassa. Like, I feel like if you're a Bob deck, you can't always avoid the lands to keep playing Bob. Opponent has more counters. Well, play the Gilded Goose. Apparently it's not easy to actually run our opponent out of cards. They seem to always have a counter left over. Opponent, land. Oh, sweet mother. Teferi. Make me want to cry. What are your thoughts on historic rogues once a new set is released? I'm definitely interested in trying them. Whether or not how competitive they'll be, I don't know, but they definitely seem like a really fun tribe. I'm a little worried that rogues are going to end up being like just kind of casual and not actually competitive. But I hope they're competitive. Debate Bro for the 15th month. Finished my first day of online teaching. Still nervous, anxious about the year, but I made it through the first day. Thanks for all the content you do to help me distress when I start going into the abyss. Well, Debate Bro, you can do it. You already pulled off a day. There's only, a couple hundred left. You got it. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in playing rogues. They seem really fun. I'm just very skeptical of the milling theme in A World of Uro. How do we do this? How do we beat it to Fairy? Well, sack the food. Neoform. Pretty uninspiring Neoform. Yeah, that's my concern, is you just mill and it fuels Uro and actually helps your opponent more than it helps you. And then your opponent escapes Uro and you lose all the cards in the graveyard and it undoes all your lords and so forth. Well, alright, keep playing Wall of Blossoms. Young Pyromancer, what do you think the punt was? Oh, run them out, run them all out. Omen of the Sea. Unfortunately, we can't deal with this Teferi. 2 to the bottom draws a card. And they're just going to counter our Yarion. Well, we get a land. Yeah, I wanted to leave up the... Alright, opponent sacks to Scry. Sure. Top bottom. Opponent. It's just a wall, I think. A plant wall. Opponent draws a card. Field of Ruin. Passes. Untaps. Give us a negate. More lands. So go to combat. Attack the Fairy. Well, we'll see. A lot is riding on this Yarion resolving. If it resolves, we have a chance. If it does not, we do not. Somehow we always have just way more lands than we need. I don't know how we are so good at doing this with this deck. Yeah, let's concede. I don't really want to play against a Fairy for 45 minutes while they tuck it. We have a new donation from Alex. Yeah, run it back. $10 donation. I got my first job recently, so I can finally afford to donate. Thanks for all the great content. Well, Alex, thank you so much for the donation, and congrats on the job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you gotta expect that nothing resolves against blue-white control. That's just kind of how it goes. Okay. Bring back the sack deck. Maybe we'd rather play against sack every round. I recently understand Arena because of how much it focused on winning, getting gold. Getting gold, past progress, all depend on wins, and it made me way too stressed and way too obsessed with winning. Has Arena changed how you view MTG? So I think that what you're describing is a pretty common experience. I've heard other people say that. I don't think it really has for me, though. I mean, has it? I don't think so. Because I still play a lot of Magic online. So for me, Arena is just kind of like... It's just kind of like where I play Standard and Historic. Like, I don't think it's changed my overall thinking. Because I still kind of consider... Ooh. Narset takes it down. I still kind of consider Magic online kind of like I don't know, reeler magic. And I view, so before Arena came out, I don't think I'm describing this well. Sup, Echo? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's Baron. Pick up the Visionary. Play the tap land. Ooh, there's Yarok. I mean, Yarok that will not resolve. But before Arena came out, I would occasionally, if I just wanted like some quick kind of casual action, I would occasionally play a little bit of Hearthstone. So I kind of just view Arena the same way. Like, I don't really take it very seriously. I guess the other thing is, because I do content for a living, I just buy all the cards I need, so I don't have, like, the free-to-play grind pressure where I have to, like, hit my goal to get my gold. I just buy the cards I need and don't worry about it. So I think maybe that is an advantage, or one of the reasons. I think if I was trying to grind, I definitely remember back when I first started playing Magic Online a long time ago, and I didn't have any money, I was in college or whatever, and I definitely remember feeling a lot of pressure to win just so I would have another draft. Like, I gotta at least 2 on this draft, or I'm not gonna have enough ticks left after selling all my stuff from this draft to, like, join another one. So I definitely know what that feeling is like. But Arena hasn't really done it for me. Brody Man, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I also don't really care that much about, like, making Mythic or whatever. That's just not something that really matters a whole lot to me. So many 5-drops. So I'll go to combat. Attack. Well, play Thragtusk. I'm sure it's getting countered. Yeah, opponent counters. I'll play the land past the turn. Next turn, we can Rex Age plus 5-drop. Land for our opponent. And there's Teferi. Alright, so Planeswalker with counter backup. I feel a little bad for Teferi. How it was in Standard, I think, has just carried over, and I really dislike playing against it. Even in other formats, because of what it was like in Standard. It's got a little bit of a bad reputation, I think. Well, kill the cast out. Get back. Land and War Visionary. Go to combat. Oh, we're just going to get wrathed. Attack to Fairy, attack to Fairy. Yay, Arion. Pass the turn to the Teferi player. I don't like control decks that win by making people concede. It makes me mad that people do that. That people concede, or that people play decks that make people concede. I mean, I think that control decks are a legitimate strategy. I don't have any problem with people playing them. I just find them, especially for, like, streams, I actually don't mind playing, like, just by myself, control mirrors and stuff, but I feel like they're just, like, painfully unentertaining matchups for, like, videos or streams. I think that's part of my insight. So opponent probably has Settle the Wreckage or something. Can we kill the Teferi? I'm sure we can't. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. Well, go to combat. Teferi, Teferi, Teferi. Of course. So opponent does have Settle the Wreckage. Well, we get 3 lands, which I guess is good eventually. Untap land, Yarok. Gonti. Alright, double that Gonti. Give us some goodies from this Teferi deck. Come on, Gonti. Give us that Calder piece. Omen of the Sea. Opponent's going to try to mess with our scrying. Hilarious thing to do against controls play Gideon's Intervention and name Wrath of God. Yeah, shutting down Wrath can be helpful. Jeez, wow. Alright. That's a hard whiff. Wow, that was so bad. Settle the Wreckage! That's the last thing we ever want to hit. Yeah, that's kind of my experience. Control Mirrors, I don't mind playing them, but I think they're like just dreadful stream matchups. Or even just playing against Control. I think it's just because I think people want to see decks do things. So I feel like as far as just playing competitive Magic, Control decks are awesome, and I actually kind of enjoy playing them. But as far as like having an entertaining stream, I feel like Control decks are very not helpful with that. Yeah, I guess that's true. Opponent does have one less settle. Scries to the top. And untap some lands. Well, Wall of Blossoms. Draw a couple cards. With Yarok out, we might be able to outdraw them. In lands, I mean. Thassa? Wow, resolves. Huh. I was not expecting you to resolve. Yeah, if our stuff lives, it's going to be really good. Now, play Fabled Passage. Crack it. I don't know even know if we attack now. We might just pass. Get a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah? No attacks. End of turn. Blinganti. No. All right. So opponent found the answer. Ruins our day. Sacks to scry. Oh, we wanted that Gonti so bad. Oh, we're playing Yarok. Opponent. Scries to the top, untaps, draws. Probably draws a few times. Narset. I don't know if I would ever call for Teferi to be banned in Historic, but I do believe that Narset should be banned in every format. I feel like War of the Spark, now that we have a year of hindsight, is a really amazingly clear mistake. Like, these static abilities. I think Narset is the least fun card that exists in the Historic format. Let's say it that way. It is just the most miserable. Well, play a Risen Reef. Draw Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize our opponent. See what they got going on. Okay, a handful of Teferis to settle the wreckage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, take Sublime Epiphany. 1, 2, Oh, play Teferi. Opponent goes back to Scry.
Right on schedule.
Get rid of the cast out. Get back Gonti. Take a cast out. Untap land. Pass the turn. I think, even if we lose to Teferi, I think it's worth it for double Gonti trigger. Double Gonti is just so helpful here. Gonti. Essence Scatter is pretty... Boy, we're getting some bad cards. I don't think we want to cast out to the Teferi because I got another one in hand. Trawler still just gets got by Settle. And our opponent has a Sphinx's Revelation. Alright, we're going to take Narset. So if we hit this Teferi, opponent just plays another one. Or another 2. Well, alright. I guess we'll do it. Cast out. Get rid of the Teferi.
I'll have a better plan next
Now we'll see. Opponent. We know they still have Teferis, and they have the Sphinx's Rev, and they have Narset. Ooh, opponent takes down. Our Gontians have been surprisingly not great. Opponent gets Sublime Epiphany. Well, that also gets back at Teferi. Oh, that gets... Yeah, that's scary. Opponent. Well, I guess we're ahead on mana, which is something. Plays Teferi.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
Tux. Wow. Tux Thassa. Interesting. That's a surprise. Okay. Okay, that's good. Oh, we draw Yarok. And our opponent can't counter it? That we know of? I'll play Yarok. Double up! Oh, we might have him! We might have him! This is good! Risen Reef. Double triggers. Doesn't care about Narset. Put a land into play. Get our Thassa back. Play Narset. Take down Narset. With. Oh. So opponent can't counter, right? But we can't draw. Well, we'll take up Teferi. We don't get to draw, but take it up.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Play the land. Yarion. Oh my god! Okay, well, I guess the good news is we get to kill the Planeswalkers. Wow! They had it! I thought they'd counter the Yarok, but I guess this is okay. We get rid of both Planeswalkers, so that's still fine. We don't get to double blink Arganti. Well, we know they have Settle in hand, so if we just run out, if we just attack, our opponent gets to Wrath. But that actually worked out, that I think it's worth losing the Yarion to get rid of those two Planeswalkers.
All right. Who's ready for a good time?
Well, we know our opponent has Settle in hand, remember. Opponent, lose away Sphinx's Revelation. And passes, leaving up, ooh, Settle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, Take down Narset. And I whiff, okay, all of our lands. I kind of like where we're at now. Take it up. Draw. Hornet Queen. Thaw sees you. Our opponent can counter, but then they're not leaving up Sublime Epiphany. Yeah, the Narset, stealing the Narset. This is where Gonti shines. Gonti's been not great against Goblins and Sacrifice, but against control decks, it is so good. It is kind of nice to see the Narset deck get wrecked by their own Narset. Punished, punish, punish. Found it. Epiphanies. Gonna bounce the Teferi. Well, go to combat. Kill Teferi. Hit our... Oh, wait. Kill Teferi. Almost forgot the instant speed looting there. Yes, it's been a ridiculous game. So ridiculous. Yeah, maybe control games are more entertaining than we thought. This has actually ended up being interesting. Althasa. Swag Tusk. End of turn. Untap a couple lands. Oh, wait. Blinganti. Then untap a couple lands. Gonti. Yarok. 2 triggers. Give us some goodies. Yeah, Illumination. Sure. Wait. Why do we... What happened? Oh! Yeah, you're right. Good call. I wasn't even paying attention. I just assumed our opponent was going to loot. But you're right. They phased out the Yarok and still lost their Teferi. Well, that did save them a Gonti trigger. Tux Thassa. Again, Thassa's been strong. Yes, good call. That's a punt. I will accept a punt for that. It is definitely phased out. Well, they can draw once on your turn. So you can still loot. Well, Illumination, draw a couple cards. Mana Dorks. Replay Thassa. Go to combat. Teferi. Opponent. Gonna try to thin the deck. Sure, get our basics. We don't have many left. Grab a land. Wow, they let it go. Down to 12. Well, alright, undeterred. Yarok is not phased out this time. Blink that Gonti. Opponent. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Comes back. Ooh, Cardboard Life doesn't work with Cast Out? That's weird. Maybe because it's Amonkhet Remastered? I'll take Supreme Will. That's a hit. And, well, I guess now we take the Dream Trawler. And I think we are outgrinding the control deck. I take back everything I said about these not being entertaining matchups. Apparently, they can be very entertaining. And opponent, Jesus, scoops it up, and that was good. That felt really good. That was Gonti at its absolute best. And we got out a gold 3. That was actually a really interesting game. I do stand by my criticism of Narset, which, I think it's because I love to draw cards so much. Out of all the... I'd rather play against Teferi, like 3-mana Teferi. Out of all the static ability Planeswalkers, it's Narset that just wrecks the deck I like to play. Because I always am playing like decks that have a bunch of card draw. So whenever I see a Narset at the battlefield, I die, not even a little inside. I die a lot inside when I see Narset, because then I just can't draw cards. And then, like, whatever. Like, even if I lose, that's fine. I don't mind losing. I want to draw cards on the way. Narset, I lose and I don't draw cards, and that That's the worst. Yeah, that was a super sweet game. Surprisingly sweet. Hey, stay as Ollie Cell. Have a wonderful night. Yeah, we're probably going to do, this will probably be end up being our last match, I would assume. Last match for the night, but we're always back on Thursdays. Ooh. Something different? Green mana. Llanowar Elves. Okay. Well, play a land. Champion of Wits. Draw some cards. Discard some cards. Ooh. Discard Baron and... Ugh. Yeah, discard Massacre Worm for now. Hopefully we can Scarab got it back. Alright, there's the Archdruid. What can we... What do we have at 4 mana? Oh, I guess Hostage Taker. Alright, let's... Watery Grave. Our record... What are we since we rebuilt? Yeah, take Hostage Taker. Steal Archdruid. Pass the turn. I think we're like 2-1 since we rebuilt now. I don't know how I feel about MTG Finance, but I bought my Wheel of Fortune like a month before it doubled in price. Now I'm happy with my purchase. That's sweet. That's definitely good timing on that. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune is one of the cards that its expensiveness drives me a little bit crazy. Oh, play a land. Play Fabled Passage. Man, get in with Hostage Shaker. Wow, opponent blocks. I was not expecting the block. Pass the turn. Yeah, we gotta play more Hostage Takers. It's always so sweet. Opponent, Elvish Clan Caller, grows the Dorks. Duenian's Elite. Opponent. Attacks. Attacks. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. One's got 1 card in hand. Alright, no blocks. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll grab this. If we can ever reanimate this Massacre Worm with Scarab God, it should be game. Get the Eyelid. Remind me and I will try to update it after this game, before we wrap up. But yeah. Yeah, as long as I remember, I definitely will. It's not a death nail. I think you're too hasty to call stuff trash when it's just cards you don't like. What is that in reference to? I played EDH with the new Yarok deck, won 2 times with Villainous Wealth by exiling the entire deck from the opponent. Deck is hilarious in every format. Yeah, Yarok is definitely a sweet commander. That sounds spectacular. Yeah, that sounds super cool. Oh, Hostage Taker. Take Clan Caller. And, apparently, we are the elf deck now. Play Clan Caller. No attacks. Land for our opponent. Passes. Okay. Gonti? We need more elves. We need more elves to support our reverse elf tribal plan. Duenian's Elite's a good one. Play it. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Found it. Plays a land. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, yeah, that's a good last card. Oh. Oh, the reverse elf plan was going so well, but opponent had a hoof. Alright, bring in the sweepers. Yeah. I mean, it's good to see elves win once in a while. Elves was the deck I was really excited for, and then incredibly disappointed by. So it's good to see them. It's good to see them have their things worked out sometime. Little unfortunate they just made 8 land drops and their card was Crater Hoof, but eh. No, we won game 1 and then lost game 2 and then won game 3, so they didn't give up, but they just got beaten down. Yeah, we beat them twice. We won game 1 and game 3. Gilded Goose. Go. Force for our opponent. Well, play a land and Wall of Blossoms, draw a card. Well, we definitely got to be aware of Hoof. Hoof is definitely scary. Opponent plays a land. Well, I don't think we're going to play Jund today. I think we ended up just playing Yarok the whole night. But we can play Jund at some point in the future. Most likely. Alright, opponent has a Lord. Passes. Play the land, crack the land. Get an island. Thragtusk. Up to 25 past the turn. I can give you the Jund list, though, if you want to see the list in the meantime. It's just kind of a Jund mid-range. Yeah, there's a Jund mid-range deck. Opponent. Elf and Elf. And... Do we need to kill anything? Probably not. Yeah, play Arion. Do a bit of blinking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Overgrown Tomb, untapped. Get everything back. Draw some cards. Apparently we set the stop too late for Arena. Beast Whisperer. Fauna Shaman. How do we keep ourselves from losing to Crater Hoof again? Opponent. Draws a card. What do you think of Kaladesh Black now that a few years have passed? Meh. I think energy is a pretty... I still think energy is a pretty not great mechanic. Like, I don't really see much of a redeeming quality in energy. It did have some sweet cards in it, though. I guess vehicles are a cool card type that has stuck around and actually been decent. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, go to combat. Hit our opponent with Yarion. Down to 16. Get a new Yarion. Forest. Yarion number 2. Draw some cards looking for a Wrath. Are vehicles still played? Some of them are. Smuggler's Copter on occasion. I mean, they were very strong in Standard, but Smuggler's Copter sees play on occasion. Sky Sovereign actually might see the most play. Smuggler's Copter was like great in Pioneer before it got banned. Well, blank them, get them back, draw some more cards, do some more threat. I mean, we're going off, but it doesn't stop a hoof. Oh boy, or maybe we can steal a hoof. Please don't hoof us. Please don't hoof us. Opponent plays a land. You got hoof again? I wonder how many hoofs they're playing. Most lists I've seen play 1. But maybe they're playing a bunch. Clan Caller, number 2, draws a card. Grows the Dorks. Beast Whisper, number 2, draws a card. And Grafdigger's Cage. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, opponent's gonna go attacking. All right. Well, kill them both. Block, 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 block. And then Scarab God time. Why not say Yorion triggers so you can flicker the other Yorion? The legend rule basically just takes precedent over everything. There's no anything that you can do with 2 of the same legend on the battlefield. No stacking or triggering or anything. Etch Champion, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Yeah, you can Scarab God through Cage. Thank you so much, because it's just exiling and then making a token, rather than reanimating. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we will Scarab God. We will get back Yorion. Blink, 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 blink. Zombie Yorion, for the first time ever, no attacks. Get him back, draw some cards. Still potentially dead to a hoof, but... Alright, your go opponent. If you keep original Yorion, you can blink it, and then when it returns, you get a second blink of all your stuff. Oh, I see what you're saying. Opponent did something. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what they did. Oh, they they played Grafdigger's Cage and tried to Clan Caller. Yeah, that doesn't work. Wow, with the shame scoop. That's hilarious, because Grafdigger's Cage does nothing against our deck, but it incidentally somehow shut down our opponent's elf deck. What are the chances? What a great way to have our last match go. Yep, Grafdigger's Cage is one of the most, I think, misunderstood sideboard cards in Historic. People constantly bring it against God Pharaoh's Gift, against Scarab Gods, against decks where it literally does nothing. It's very odd. I think people assume it shuts down stuff that it doesn't. Could you link the Jun deck again? Yes. Ooh, boy. Oh. I mean, I think we try this. Yeah, let's keep it. We'll try it. I mean, Massacre Worm's insane. If we get to it. We got the ramp. We need one more Black Source. Opponent going to 5. Plays a land. Plays Land of War. Well, we will Forest, Land of War. Opponent. Land. And Visionary draws a card. Sure. And Allosaurus Shepherd. Well, play the land. Visionary, draw a card. Can we get to the worm before we die? That's a Black Source. That is very good. If Shocklands were first printed today, do you think the community would be upset about them breaking Magic? No. I don't think so. Opponent runs out everything. I think that, like, I don't think people care about mana fixing lands. Like, I think... Is there any way we die here? Not really. Do we even have to do anything? Do we just pass? Black, black. So we need to play the Black Source. 1, 2. They don't have extra mana. Alright. Sure. Tap land, Yorion. No attacks. I think just like mana fixing dual lands, people are kind of okay with the power level. I think that non-lands become more of a concern. Yeah, it's so much mana. It costs 6 mana to pump. Opponent gets in. Hits us. Well, land, crack it, swamp, and I mean this should just be game, I think? The Massacre? Massacre Worm coming down? So good. David Nidstro, welcome to the Fish Bowl for the 1-year resub. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you, and that is a massacre. Oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes. That's elves I remember. An opponent scoops it up, and well, alright. So I feel like, I will say, our change to add in Yarion and go up to 80 cards, I think that definitely improved the deck. I think it was better as a result. I think we went 3-1, if I'm remembering right, after we made the change, which, yeah, that's pretty impressive. That's not bad. So the deck actually felt decent. And it's got Yarok, so it's super fun. I still want Panderboticon. In the format. I will add the updated list for people. So what do we learn about these decks? Well, I guess this deck. The first build, it was fine. The first build was fine. And I think one of the things I love about playing Yarok is it's just so customizable. There's so many different ways you can play it. So the first build was decent. Here is the updated deck list for the people that were asking. So it felt decent. Adding in Yarion, though, it's definitely worth it. It lets us play more cool cards, and Yarion itself is really good. But anyway, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. Yeah, the Massacre Worm Elf. Oh, that was so brutal. I think that brings us to the end. So, reminders. So first off, we'll be back Thursday. Next stream on Thursday, we should have the full Zendikar set to talk about. Otherwise, Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, daily spoilers, Sweet Budget Magic going up tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that as well. So tons of stuff going up on the YouTube. And finally, a reminder that our sponsor, if I can type the R with it, that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, maybe you need to pre-order Zendikar Rising, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com, even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. So on that note, everyone, y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out and having fun tonight. We will be back Thursday. Ander, I will miss you, but we will be back on Thursday. Don't worry, it's only like 48 hours away. Less than 48 hours. Back to have some more fun. So until then, everyone, have a great Wednesday, a good Thursday during the day, and I will see you on Thursday to play some more Magic. So until then, enjoy the rest of spoiler season, and I will talk to you soon.